Okay, guys, I'm sorry it has been 10 days. I just looked at the screen. I've not even been on YouTube really. I've had a lot going on. I'm sorry about that. And I also know that you don't care and you shouldn't care, especially the ones that's donated. You just come here for some content. So I apologize for that. And I will keep things to myself, but I at least have to mention why I've not been on here. So yes, I will eventually show the full information on why I ended up eventually getting sacked from the job, which is just unbelievable. People in England will understand that more than anybody else, but this will not be the last that they'll hear about it, and I will win. The other one is that my dad's, he's had bone marrow cancer for about 2 years now. Anyway, fell down the steps and broke his hip, and you can imagine what that's done to him. I'm not even sure he's going to heal from that, so that's what's been going on. So you can see from what's on the screen what this particular video is mainly going to be about. I have almost finished a week ago really a video, an update on the information that I put out in the past on the what they call an obelisk, unfinished obelisk at the Aswan Quarry. I want to update that. I had been looking at that. Like I said, I've not been on for a full week, but in terms of what's been going on in the world, the ridiculousness, all these soy boys, the amount of information, because I'm just pissed off with it really, because I know there's a lot of Americans that listen to me here. So, but in Europe, the amount of Ukrainians that's been spreading across Western Europe, even Alice has noticed since we moved to Barnsley 3 years ago, they're just everywhere, right? And we didn't ask for any of this. Now, I hope most of them end up going back, but I don't think they will. But with that, what you get is, because it's now local, you're just getting endless videos on this war, supposed war, all put out by Ukrainians. So you can imagine the amount of information, war videos, nonsense, garbage that's just every time I put YouTube on to do with this war, okay? So that's where we're coming from with that one now, because I just think that they're a bunch of terrorists, right? And I've just wanted to eventually get on here, because I did show images on the explosion I've just shown you. Well, that particular ship that they tried blowing up was only a patrol ship to protect the pipeline, having nothing to do with the war. So just another terrorist act. Because I want to say this, because this will eventually happen somewhere in the world, if not by this government here in Ukraine. Well, these drones, when they place these tiny explosions on these drones, don't believe everything that you see on the news. Just because you see some picture of something flying towards a tank, don't just automatically think it's blown up, because it certainly hasn't. It's only the large ones that will do any kind of damage to a tank, alright? But I'm telling you now, somewhere across the world, there will be an incident of a high-ranking official. Don't want to put something into someone's head, but I'm pretty sure it's been thought of already by terrorists. Somewhere, someone's going to attempt taking somebody out using one of these things. So there will eventually be some kind of government sanctions on these things, alright? They'll end up being banned in countries across the world. I've got no doubt about that. Keep your eye out for that one, people. And then lastly, I suppose I will speak on what happened last night with this Wagner Prigozhin guy, this stupid coup, when all Western governments were reporting on their main media channels, like BBC here, that a small group of 1,000 men with some jeeps could take out Russia and actually surround Moscow. This is absolutely, I can't even imagine just how stupid this is. I mean, what the hell? And we're talking about all Western governments. What was this event really? I mean, was these two get together, Putin, and try to, I don't know, place a bet with each other, just to show how stupid these Western governments are, because it wasn't just the media. You were getting these apparent top generals, retired generals in America coming out commenting on the same thing as if it was real or even possible, just like Ukraine. Well, they've not even broke through half a mile through the buffer zone, never mind the first of 3 defensive lines. It's just ridiculous. So I've got many views on what this could be. And another thing, as if a president of another country like Belarus would actually fly out immediately to discuss how to end this. This is what presidents do, leaders of countries, not just some guy that used to sell hot dogs. What planet are these people on? So, yeah, the Western world is collapsing. This was something here. There's a new Transformers animation out, and it's a non binary character, a robot, non binary. All right. So that's where we are here.